Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. You all, today we are talking about minimalist van life and what you really need to be happy and to enjoy life on the road and in your vehicle. I have been a self-proclaimed minimalist for about 4 years, and it is such a freeing lifestyle, especially being in a minivan or in a small vehicle. You have very little to maintain and very little to take care of, which means that ultimately you have less stress. So in this video, I'm going to talk about life's basic needs and what you need to start this life, even if you're on a budget. Let's get going. Contrary to popular belief, as human beings, we need very little to survive: food, water, and shelter. I know it's taught to us as kids, but in this sort of social economy that we live in and with technology, it often gets overlooked. So to begin with the food portion, I do have an Alpacool 20-liter fridge, but you do not need a refrigerator in your vehicle to store your food. You can really get away with any cooler to store your food. Ice and dry ice and ice packs will keep your food cool. And in terms of dry food storage, there are lots of simple, budget-friendly options. I keep dry food in this little dollar store bin, and then I also keep dry food in a storage tote. But you don't even need those things. As long as you have food, you are good to go. Coming to the water portion of things, I have this very simple $10 electric water dispenser and a collapsible sink if I want to wash my hands or do dishes. This water dispenser is very simple, and you can really hook it up to any 1 to 5 gallon jug. Now, this is a little bit crooked because I still have the handle on this 1 gallon jug, but typically I like to use this on 3 gallon jugs. I also use a spray bottle very frequently to wash dishes or my hands, really spray down anything. It uses very little water, and you can purchase one at the dollar store. So all of these things are very inexpensive. You can even purchase collapsible water bags. Really, it comes down to whatever you have space for and how much you want to deal with. But this minimalist setup is really my favorite. For cooking food, I do have a 2-burner propane stove that's currently in my rooftop box, but I also have this backpacking stove. You can't get any more minimalist than this. It's so small, it saves space, and it even has little wind guards. It's meant for backpacking and hiking, but I like using it in my van when it's cold in the winter to cook my coffee or make my coffee and cook small meals. It's highly versatile, and it doesn't take up space. I'm a super minimalist when it comes to clothing. I wear very basic clothes, including shorts, sweatpants, and t-shirts, and I only have these 2 small bins for my clothes. I simply roll them up military style so I can fit a lot in there, and that's it. That's all you need. I have multiple t-shirts of the same style because, again, human beings have very basic needs, and I don't need anything fancier than that. You can use a portable shower to shower, and I do have one of those. You can also use a little solar bag for showering or public showers, but you can also use these rinse-free bath sponges. It is a pack of 25, and I believe they're only about $10 to $11 on Amazon. I absolutely love these. They're very effective, very efficient. So for basic hygiene and keeping clean, that's all you really need. There are a lot of different toilet methods for van life, and trust me, you guys, I've tried them all. I even had an actual camping toilet at one point, but this is my favorite method. It's just pine pellets that I triple bag in my collapsible toilet from Amazon. There are so many different collapsible toilets on Amazon, but this one has lasted me almost 2 years because it is plastic, so it's really easy to clean. I wipe it down with, antibacterial wipes, and you can use Clorox wipes or whatever. A lot of the collapsible toilets on Amazon are like a vinyl material, and bacteria will stay on that longer. So I like the plastic method. I also recommend a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet seat. You can literally get a 5-gallon bucket at Lowe's or Home Depot for a few bucks. And you can get a toilet seat cover on Amazon or at Walmart. You'll most likely need a way to charge your electronics, and I have a few different portable power stations. This is my Rockpals 300 that I currently have hooked up to my portable solar. I always recommend portable solar panels over panels that are adhered to your van because you can move them around with your son and still park your van or your vehicle in the shade if you need to. So I recommend investing in some sort of portable charging situation, whether that is a power station or something else that you can find, but they don't have to be very expensive, and there's something for everybody's budget. I have very minimalist camp furniture. This is an Ozark Trails chair that I bought from Walmart for $8. And then my little camping table next to it, I actually purchased at Costco for $10. I do have 2 aluminum tables that I've acquired over the last couple of years. This large aluminum table I actually purchased in Quartzsite for $40. And then the smaller foldable aluminum table is from Walmart. It's also Ozark Trails. At the time it was only $25, but I do believe the price has increased. I also have another Ozark Trails chair here. This one was $6. It's a little smaller. Again, none of this stuff was super expensive, and you don't need anything fancy. As long as you are in a vehicle, you have a place to sleep. It's easy to stay warm with blankets, socks, clothing, and I don't even use like a heater or anything like that in my van in the winter. I have some videos about how I stay warm with Winston, and it all has to do with, again, clothing and blankets. So my van life, I'd like to think, is very simple. I like to keep it minimal because, again, simplicity means less stress for me. You don't need a lot to get started: food, water, shelter, and those are the basic needs for humans. So as long as you can get those things, I mean, often you can find free potable water, especially out here in Quartzsite. There is a lot of free water, and public parks and gas stations also typically have spigots that you can get water from. So I hope this video was helpful and showed some tips about how I maintain a minimalist van life. And if you are getting started on the journey, I hope that you learned something. Thank you so much for being here with me and Winston. We will see you next time.